Michelle laid out the whole platform of the show, and I want to go straight into Justin and Atia. Justin and Atia, I really want you to break down why. Like, why jump into the tech industry? Why was this important for you and you all's marriage and you all's future? And give us a little bit of the story of how you started, the journey of the process, and then where you guys are right now.
Understood. So, Ayo, big appreciation being on your platform. And listen, our main journey started back in summer 2022. T and I was driving back from ATL, back to the good old New Orleans, Louisiana, where we reside. And we were listening to your show on how to flip $100 to $1 million. And
Mm.
that literally transformed us to the point where we made a decision when we were driving home that we were going to sell our 2022 $42,000 Nissan Pathfinder. We only owed 16 grand on it, Ayo. We made this decision. We like, look, we got to stop playing. We got to be resourceful. We got to get out of debt. Sold it when we got back to the city and went and bought a van for cash off Facebook Marketplace, right? So then at the same time, obviously we trying to figure out how can we build our income. At the time, my wife stay at home with our three beautiful children, ages 6, 4, 8 months.
Wow.
And yeah, and so I'm selling cars at a dealership. That was a pivot move from COVID. And I was doing pretty well at it. It wasn't my favorite profession to be in, but I was doing well. My wife and I, we have a background of actually being in ministry, AO. So we worked together
Mm.
for years, just running different projects together in the city. And we wanted to get back into work together. So we trying to figure out what avenue we want to go. Like we thinking about cybersecurity. We thinking
Real
about
estate. We
right.
talking about
We
real
thinking
estate.
about real estate. This before you came out on your show talking about tech. So then one day, a
I
Tia,
saw the video first and
yeah,
I sent it to him because I knew that he was trying to transition out of car sales. And I'm
Mm.
thinking tech sales would be a good transition. I wasn't even thinking about myself at first because I just had a baby. So I was just going
Mm.
to stay at home, live the life. And, when he started listening to the show, he said, we need to do this together. And so he was gung ho for it. And I was just kind of dragging my feet.
hey, it's all because you pushed it, hey yo. Keep in
Yes.
mind, we already respect and follow you. We
Right.
already
Yeah,
made
yeah, yeah.
a transformative decision. So we was like, okay, of course we did our homework. And here's another thing too. You inspired us from a content creation side. And so
Mm.
I've dabbled very, very amateur stuff with content creation in the past. But we made this decision, AO. Me and Atia said, we're going to go into tech and we're going to become actual content creators at the same time. We took it serious, right? We started a YouTube channel. We saw that it was some type of void that we could fill. We felt like we could really like show a person a practical side of how to break into tech through our life as regular people going through course careers. Started a channel, documented our journey from the beginning, just helping
Mm.
people out, and we were able to actually generate income from the community that gathered around us behind this, signing up through course careers. We became affiliates with course careers. That gave us enough confidence
Yep.
for me to quit my job
Yep.
while we were finishing the course.
So neither one of us were working
Neither.
while we were
For
going
two
through the course.
months.
2 months.
Neither one of us had a job.
But the
No
biggest thing,
full-time job.
no full
No
time
job.
job.
We were just doing content creating. We were
Course
affiliate
careers.
marketers. We were helping people break into tech. We were inspired to get out of debt from you, inspired to start creating content from you, and inspired to go into tech from you. And we just had the faith. Like at that point, when we saw God opening up doors and things that seemed to be moving more in like a divine way, we just took that leap. We like, look, we about to go all in on tech. Like we want to master this. We want to be able to gain new understanding so that we can also bring that back to our community on YouTube. And then
Yeah.
that's what we had done.
Yeah, and our jobs, I mean, we both landed really amazing jobs with amazing tech companies. And I don't even think I realized just the income potential.
Yeah.
One day I was on LinkedIn and I was just scrolling, looking at jobs and companies for him to apply to. So I'm reading through the job descriptions now. I'm still in course careers, but I'm like dragging my feet I'm reading through the job descriptions and I'm reading the salary and I'm reading like base salary and like uncapped commission. So I started applying, and the next day I got two phone screening interviews and I landed a job within 3 weeks. Now, mind you, I hadn't finished course careers.
Atia never finished.
What?
Finished. I was just applying while I was still in the program and ended up landing my job.
In
Crazy.
the program, haven't finished the program, landed a job.
Yes, 3 weeks.
So in October, y'all started this journey. What would you all say if y'all stay this course, which you guys are, by the end of 2023, how much will you all make together as a couple? With the tech field, content creation, and everything you all have going on.
I mean, AO, I was running numbers last night, just because it's all new, right? So I'm realizing how much revenue we actually starting to generate. I'm like, wow, this is like crazy. I mean, being modest with all of it, anywhere from 200 to 250K this year.
That man said modest. Let me just be modest. Let me just be modest. But okay, let's say God touches it, and
Mm.
He says, "All right, man. Since y'all took the first step, right?
Mm.
Um, God orders our footsteps. So it's like He tells us where to go, but we have to take the step, right? So if we take that step, and it's the step that God tells us to take, what do you think, if God is in it, which He is in it? What do you think your potential is for this year in the tech industry and in the content creation space?
This year, definitely, I could see well over 300,000.
Good.
And I think that's just the start. It's really what I have seen with God is that He takes the limits off. Like in
Mm,
our mind, we put limitations on what God can do. And we think, well, this is what I believe you're gonna do. And then God just supersedes what we even imagine. And that's just what's so amazing to me. We've been faithful and we worked in ministry. We didn't make a lot of money, but we
yeah.
did it because our heart was to serve people. We really love God. And so I
Mm,
believe it was because of that faithfulness for 10 years, barely getting by, scraping, and watching your show. And we're like, how are we going to get to this point where we can build wealth and give
mm.
if we're not making any money? So when we
Come on.
took this step of faith, that's what I believe God has answered our prayers, saw our faithfulness, and just really brought a lot of abundance in such a short period of time.
Yo, man, listen. Now, Rain. Am I saying your name right, sis? Rain?
Hey, Anthony, it is Ren. Just right.
Rin. I
Yes.
gotta say it right. I gotta say it right. I gotta say it right. So I get an email about you. I am a dog lover. I used to hate dogs. I'm gonna be real with you. I used to hate them because I was bit by a German Shepherd.
Mm,
I was keeping it a buck. I think I never shared this on any show before, but my junior year in high school, I grew up. I was at Fayetteville, North Carolina. And in Hope Mills, North Carolina, they have the KKK rally, where
mm,
they had the KKK rally there every Friday at a park, right? And so we always knew not to, go by there during that time. Well, my dumb behind went by there. And I'm coming home from one of my friend's house, and two KKKs sicked a German Shepherd on me. And I will never forget. I'm running around the house screaming after my dad, like, "Mom, Dad, help! Mom, Dad, help!" I'm throwing things around. Make a long story short, I grew fearful of dogs,
mm.
and my therapist was like, "The only way to get over dogs is to go buy one and to address it." I said, "I ain't buying no dog. I'm not buying no dog. What in the world?" She said, "That's the only way you can't allow your fears to control you, and the only
Absolutely.
way to fix your fears and get over your fears is to address it." So
Absolutely.
my behind went out there and bought a dog.
I love it.
And
That's what's
today, I love the heck out of my dog. Like, I have a beautiful all black German Shepherd. Her name is Raven. She is the like literally, she's a part of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
mm,
love her dearly. But they emailed me and said that, hey, we had this young lady, man, successful, young, single, bright lady. She went from walking dogs for a
yes, sir.
living.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And I don't want to tell your story, but give us a little bit of your story. why did you get into course careers, right?
Yeah.
And like, why were you walking just dogs? Like, was it hard for you to find a job during 2022? Like, give
Yeah.
us a little bit of your story, like what our couple did,
Yeah.
and let us know where you're at today and like what's your potential this year.
Absolutely. So, yeah, first and foremost, Anthony, like this is something I prayed for last year.
Mm.
So to be here, got my Yeshua shirt on. This is amazing. All praise. Um,
Yo.
but yeah, so a little bit about my background and about my story. So I started Course Careers back in October. It was
Mm,
to be exact, October 25th, if I'm not
mm.
mistaken. And I came across the interview that you had with Cyrus Harbin because I'm always listening to your show, which, by the way, just so you know, I'm $5,800 away from being debt free.
Come
And
on now.
yeah,
Let's
thank you very
go.
much. So
Woo!
thought I'd let you know that. I thought that
Yeah.
would make you feel good. But yeah, so I had written maybe a couple of days before that the job that I was kind of looking for. I hadn't even started tech.
Mm,
And I said, God, this is how much I want to make. Just kind of writing some things down that I wanted in a position,
mm,
not a tech position at all. And then I started the process with Course Careers. And literally about 2 or 3 days into Course Careers, I wrote down a completely different, like, this is what I want. I want a tech job. I want, 80K per year. Here's what you got to understand. My mindset, the first thing that I wrote was what God was going to give me, because that's kind of what I expected. But
ooh.
the second thing that I wrote was even more. It was
Mm,
exceedingly abundantly. We got to stop sleeping on ourselves. We
mm,
we give ourselves the bare minimum. God is
mm,
like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to give you more. So I went for the more, and that's what I got. But yeah, about a week in, or about 5 days into Course Careers, I ended up applying for jobs. And then 6 or 7 days later, I'm not even done with the course. About 7, 8 days later, I ended up getting a job with one of the biggest software companies.